AD-9 conspiracy entangled the ADDC's director, Kido, the same man who had unveiled it to the world. An unfinished drug that exacted human sacrifice. Yagami believed he had finally found definitive proof. But even that was swallowed by the darkness. All for the greater good of a drug that would save humanity.
You look worse than I was expecting. I hear Kuroiwa paid you a visit.
Yep. Just him and that baton he's got. Beat the shit out of us.
He took Kido, too. How'd things go with your stuff?
We found Shono's lab, but the police are basically refusing to investigate it.
Why?
Chief Prosecutor Morita is defending AD-9.
You for real?
Whatever evidence was there is probably long gone by now.
Yagami-san.
Right. There's something else I need to tell you, too.
What is it? This have something to do with Sugiura?
Yeah, that's not actually his name.
Huh? So you're Emi Terasawa's little brother, huh?
Why'd you keep it a secret?
At first, I wanted to make Yagami-san remember.
Remember what?
How he let my sister suffer. In my eyes, he was a scumbag who let a murderer walk. The murderer who then burned Emi to death.
Damn, that's heavy.
Go on. You don't have to hold back.
Back then, I was just a shut-in fuck-up. My life was in shambles. Emi was still there for me, though, when nobody else was. And then, somebody murdered her. Someone as nice as Emi. Dead for no reason. But the world doesn't stop for that shit. It just keeps turning, and people go about their business. Over time, I started to hate what our whole society stood for.
So, I'm guessing that's what led you to start that burglary ring?
Pretty much. At the very least, I didn't want to keep living my life for other people. You know, when Emi died, Yagami-san didn't apologize. Not to me, or to my parents.
So that's when you guys first met, huh?
Yup. They were totally different back then, though. Had glasses and long hair, so couldn't really see my face.
That's why I didn't recognize you. Defending a murderer, you're just as guilty as he is. Those words cut deeper than you probably could have imagined. Even so, Okubo insisted he didn't do it. Since I was his lawyer, I couldn't apologize. That would essentially be admitting he was guilty.
What about after the trial?
I didn't apologize then, either. Instead, I ran away. Put it all behind me.
Right. You didn't just walk away. You practically got disbarred. At least Okubo was getting the death penalty. It didn't feel good, but I settled for that.
Then why'd you start hanging around talk again?
Because he found his way back to the courtroom to deal with all this mole business. He even got a Yakuza captain off the hook.
It's not like I suddenly just became a lawyer again.
Sure seemed that way from my perspective. So, I wanted to see where your head was at. Find out if you'd forgotten what you did to Emmy. If you were gonna pretend like nothing happened, I'd make you remember. And I'd make you pay for it.
And that's why you approached me.
Yep. I wanted to know what Okubo was up to, too. Find out if he was as afraid of death as he should have been. If anyone was gonna go see him, it was you.
But now, it's looking more and more likely Okubo was framed.
And I never would have known if I hadn't teamed up with you. Ironic, huh? Three years later, the real killer's finally clear. Now it turns out, Shono, he's the one leading the charge to cure Alzheimer's. He gets to go down in history as a hero? For what? Stabbing my sister to death? Burning her body?
Don't worry. Everyone will see him for who he really is once the truth gets out.
You weren't there today. The whole fucking system is protecting him. They bent the truth, suppressed evidence right in front of me. What's the point of fighting that kind of battle, huh? It's bullshit! You saw it too, right, Yagami-san? Right?
Look, Sugiura. Ever since Emi-chan died, I've been running away from the truth. I was worried. Worried I wasn't gonna like what I found, that maybe I was responsible for her death. It was killing me. I couldn't bring myself to face it all.
Talk.
If you ask me, everyone has something they're trying to hide from themselves. But sometimes facing your fears is the only way forward. The real reason you came to me is because deep down, you wanted to know the truth. That sound about right? If that's still true, we have our work cut out for us. We're gonna chase the truth as far as we can, even if it's in vain.
Yeah, but all our paths are blocked.
Who the hell cares? We'll blaze our own path then. Right, Talk?
Yeah.
You guys are out of your goddamn minds.
That's Mafuyu. What's up, Mafuyu?
I need to speak with you about Morita.
Wait, you're still here in town?
Yes. I'm waiting at Tender. Do you think you could come meet me here? I think I'm being followed.
What?
It felt like someone was watching me all the way to the bar. I don't believe I'm imagining it.
More of those bums the Ministry of Health hired?
Or maybe one of the chief prosecutor's men.
All right, I'll be right over.
Thank you.
I'm coming with. Higashi, keep an eye on Sugiura while we're gone.
Huh? Why do... Fine.